In today's video, I want to compare the Omiebox versus the Omiebox UP to help you figure out which lunchbox is best for your kid. And in my last video, you saw me unbox the Omiebox UP and give it a first look review, and this was in the color teal green. I actually loved it so much that I ended up going back and purchasing it in another color. This time I got it in cherry pink. And if you're new here, I am a mom of 4 who shares what I pack my kids in their school lunchboxes. If you're interested in seeing some easy and fun ideas, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are starting off with the Omiebox. I have it in sky blue and pink berry if you kind of wanted to see the two color options that I have. But we're going to compare the pink berry one with the cherry pink since they are the same colorway. Now, the Omiebox is recommended for kids ages 3 to 8, as opposed to the Omiebox UP, which is recommended for kids ages 9 and up. I want to start off by showing you the outside and the size difference between the two of these. You can see here that one of them is clearly bigger than the other one. And when you look at the height difference, one of them is a lot shorter. And then to kind of show you the thickness between them, they're pretty similar in thickness. One of them is maybe a little bit thicker than the other, but nothing majorly different. Now looking at the top here, you can see that one of them has a handle. This is the one that's for ages 3 to 8, just the Omiebox. And this makes it really easy for those younger kids to hold and carry. This one does not have a handle for the older kids, but it does have something else. It actually has a name tag, which I know a lot of schools require kids to put their names on their lunchboxes. And so this is perfect that they included this to the lunchbox. Moving on to the openings. To open the tabs on these, it's slightly different. For the smaller kids, they have a little bit of a wider tab that is easier to grab. And the other thing that I noticed is the tab on the smaller one does lift all the way up, which makes it easier for opening the lid. Whereas with the new Omiebox UP, the lid kind of stops at halfway, and then you can lift up the rest of the lid. And then you can see with the smaller lunchbox here, for the regular Omiebox UP, it lifts all the way up and makes it easier for the lunchbox to open, which is important for those small kids. So it makes a lot of sense why there's a difference in the tabs and opening, but they both are easy to close and open. Now, looking at the inside here, you can see that they both have the silicone liner, which will prevent food from leaking and going into the different compartments. So that's really good. They both do have a thermos still. This is what differentiates the Omiebox from other lunchboxes. So that is a really cool feature still. And then if you look at the Omiebox UP, this one has only 2 sections. You have the thermos and then the colder section, where the other lunchbox has the thermos and then 2 other sections. So a total of 3 spots that you can pack lunch in. Now I want to dive a little bit deeper into these. So when you're looking at the 2 sections, it's deeper and bigger than the one with the 3 sections. So you're still packing a ton of food in there into those sections. With the thermos, one of them has a handle. This is for the smaller kids, easier for their small hands to grab and twist and open without any issues. Whereas the 9 and up lunchbox, you do have to stretch your hand all the way across. It does have grip so that you can twist it, but it may be harder for those super younger kids. And then I just wanted to kind of show you how easy it really is to open this one up and kind of show you what it looks like, the size of this thermos, and how easy it is to close it again. Just remember when you're packing not to close it too tight and twist it too much. And then with this lunchbox, opening it up, you can see the thermos inside and how much bigger it is here. But I want to give you an even closer look. So I want to take this one out, show you you can see it better from the sides and see the opening on this thermos is really big and wide. So your kid can go ahead and scoop some food out and it's not a narrow opening. You can kind of see, you can twist this one out, throw it into the dishwasher. It makes it easy to clean. And looking at the other thermos, this one also does have an even wider opening for the spoon and fork to go in there, and nothing's going to spill. Also easy to take off and just throw into the dishwasher. But I want to compare them side by side so you can really see the size difference when it comes to the thermos. Now, in the Omie lunchbox for the 3 to 8-year-olds, this thermos is 8.5 ounces. The other one in the ages 9 and up, the Omiebox UP, that one is actually 12 ounces. So it's 40% bigger, and you can really see that. And that's awesome if you have growing kids, older kids who still want a hot lunch. Now you can remove this thermos, and I wanted to show you that it does fit a full-size sandwich in both of the sections. So that is really cool as an additional option if you don't want to pack a hot lunch one day. They do both have a divider, so if you want to add more sections, if you have other things that you want to pack and separate, you can do that with both of these lunch boxes. Now here is something that I really liked that is new that they added to this lunchbox, and it's that this whole tray can just come right out. You can throw it into the dishwasher, easy to clean, it's BPA free, and food grade plastic. Now the older Omiebox does not. It doesn't come out. Nothing comes out besides the thermos. So the other really cool thing about this new Omiebox is when you lift this tray up, there's actually a cooling pack underneath the cold side of this lunchbox, and that is really cool. So you simply just take it out and you're going to toss it into the freezer maybe the night before and throw it in here, and that is going to keep your fruits and veggies cold while still having a hot section into the thermos. That was a really cool feature that I wasn't expecting. Very helpful to have added that in, whereas the Omiebox does not have any sort of cooling feature. Now, I also want to kind of just look at the difference in weight because my kids always complain that their backpack's too heavy. So when I lift these both up, they seem to be about the same weight. I didn't really notice any difference between the two. Now, if you're worried that this lunchbox that is for ages 9 and up, you like it, but you're worried about your kid being too young to use it, I did send it with my 5-year-old who's in kindergarten, and she did not have a problem lifting the tab to open or to lock it closed. She didn't have a problem with the thermos because, again, I didn't twist it too much either. So she's tried both of them, and they both worked out for her, and she didn't have any issues. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Now I wanted to kind of pack them into these two different types of lunch bags to show you how they fit. So for this type of lunch bag, if this is what you guys use at home, the Omiebox kind of has a tough time fitting into it. It is a bigger lunchbox, but if you really stretch it out and you really squeeze it, you can get it to work. I've packed it in it before. So you can do it, just keep in mind that if you are someone who likes to pack other things as well with your lunchbox, there isn't too much room using this kind of lunch bag. Now, if you try the other lunch bag that is more of a bigger rectangle, you can fit this one into the lunch bag. And you do have a little bit of more room, but not so much. You probably want to put the juice box on top of the lunch box, not onto the sides. So that's just kind of something to keep in mind when it goes to size. Now, looking at the Omiebox UP, it is a lot smaller and slimmer and more compact. So it fits easily into any of these lunch bags with room still to spare. As you see into the little bit of a bigger lunch bag, more of a typical sized one, when you fit this one in, there is tons of room to go all the way around the sides. If you're someone who likes to pack like an applesauce or a banana or something else also on the sides, this is perfect for that. Now, if you need help figuring out what to pack your kids for lunch every day, follow me on Instagram where I share what I pack my kids in their lunch boxes every day. Now, to summarize, we have the Omiebox, which was for ages 3 to 8 years old. The thermos in that one is only 9 ounces, but there's 3 compartments that are all smaller portions. But the cool thing about it is that it includes the carrying handle. With the new Omiebox UP, this one was for ages 9 and older. The thermos in this one is bigger. It's 40% bigger. It's 12 ounces. It has 2 compartments and they are bigger portions. And the cool thing about this one that separates it from other ones is that it has an ice pack. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and I will see you in my next video.